Okay, I gotta talk about this situation that happened to me a while back where I was just minding my own business. I like to go out, especially to bars that are frequented by women, even though where I currently live, these bars are relegated to glorified sausage depots where men get together to fight over one woman, it seems. I mean, nowadays you can't even go out and talk to a woman without other guys standing in wait for you to fail, just so they can individually pounce on her once you barely walk away from her. LOL. Anyway, I was at this bar and the female bartender was looking rather nice, as usual, but I kinda have a policy where I don't really hit on bartenders like that. I mean, if she's interested, I'm interested more than likely, but I don't make the first pass, and I realize that when she, a bartender, is being nice to me, she is probably doing it to get a better tip from me, and it usually works. I mean, as long as her service is up to par. But this particular night, I was actually not looking for anything in particular, and honestly when I go out to bars, I usually just talk to women, but never am I really trying for anything further. Half of the time, I might have just come from a young lady's house already, if I hadn't just left another lady's house before arriving at hers for you know what, so I'm not thirsty when I'm in clubs and bars, if you see what I mean. But I was just standing at the bar watching the television, and most likely football was on, and to my right was a young lady that was paying me no attention. A little further down was this younger, thick white lady with an older, slim yet thick in the waist and hips older, mature, cute white lady that was wearing glasses. She looked like a nerd with a body, basically. I wasn't paying her that much attention at this point to have noticed all of that, because her physique was being blocked by the bar, but she at some point excused herself from the younger, heavy-set white girl that she was talking with to go to the bathroom, leaving that girl alone. The younger lady wasted no time and walked up to me and said, "You know my mom likes you." I was like, who? As I looked around, because at this point I wasn't making the correlation that the two were mother and daughter. The daughter appeared to be in her late 20s and the mother appeared to be in her early 40s, but anyway. She was like, "The lady that passed you." I was like, "Oh, that one that went to the bathroom," smiling at me as she passed, now realizing that she smiled at me, as I was kinda airheaded and oblivious to it. She said yeah, and I was okay, I'll talk to her when she gets back. I'm the kind of guy that once a woman shows me interest, that if I'm genuinely interested back, I don't make her beg. I'll actually take it from there. A lot of women play games, because, well, they can. It's a man's world, but try living in it without women. I'll take a hard pass on that one for 2000, Alex. R.I.P., Mr. A.T. Anyway, the two of us hit it off right away. She told me that she works for the courts and has like 2 master's degrees, and she's working on her doctorate, and honestly that didn't impress me. I'm a guy, what that mouth do? Ha ha, just kidding. Smart women are cool, too, but for real, what dat mouth do, lol. Okay, so to speed this up, we danced all night. Actually, we set the tone for how everyone else was dancing, because everyone else was dancing all politically correct in comparison to us. My hands are all on her thighs and hips and down her pants and her underwear, and we're doing some things that we shouldn't be doing and not just kissing, necking and squeezing each other. She was a freak, but later I found out after messing with her for a while that she's a total lush when it comes to alcohol. She couldn't drink much. But anyway, she had me follow her back to her condo, and you already know what happened. We got it on. I'm not kidding. She ran it. I was just there. I literally was just there for the ride, no pun intended. I would say more, but I'm being nice and less graphic, as I'd like to tell you more. We kicked it for a while, but always at her condo. Met up and went dancing a lot. Drinks. Never movies and dinner, just stuff that could quickly lead to sex. She had to have it, and I had lots of it to give. I was closer to her daughter's age, but she and I were so compatible. I think of her a lot, but she moved out of state. She had an autoimmune condition that made her basically allergic to a man's ejaculate, but weirdly enough, she didn't like for me to wear prophylactics. I hope I didn't knock her up, and I hope she didn't give me something. I don't need anything else to remember her by. The memory of her is all a brother needs.